I didn't see you then. How'd you like to join us for today's discussion on religion?
How does religion affect, for better or worse, the human pursuit of a life of meaning, purpose, and fulfillment?
I personally think it affects it for better. Religion as a faith, as a personal faith, is always there. It's something you can fall back on and really give you meaning aside from the daily tasks of life, aside from your job, your family life. Whether that's present or not, a religious faith is always something you can fall back on. If you're going through a hard time, if you're going through a struggle, that faith is there to kind of keep you motivated, keep you going. I'm sure there are also leaders of that faith, whether it be priest, a minister, a rabbi, something like that, who are there to console you as well. So faith, as far as the meaning of life and religion, is really can be a backbone for someone throughout their life.
I think religion kind of, in the basic term, is just something for someone to be passionate about. Whether they're following a career or a hobby, I think religion goes along with that. They have a facet for them to express themselves and be who they are while helping their life as well.
How might the study of worldviews and spiritualities different than your own contribute to constructing such a life?
Through the study of religions that might not be your own, you can gain an acceptance and a tolerance of other people's religions and you can see where they're coming from. Additionally, you can learn about other views from other religions, and you might want to incorporate that into your own religion and make that part of your faith that might not be emphasized in your faith, but is an important value to you that you want to demonstrate on a daily basis.
I believe that this religion class has stretched my personal belief in my faith, because it made me realize a lot of other religions, and I really believe that it strongly put my religion in perspective. It's made me go to church every Sunday since we've started our class, and I really think that it's got me in touch with my spirituality side.
I think studying different cultures helps you grow more as a person. It gives you a different perspective on life outside of your own. And I think that that's essential in today's society, to be accepting of all different types of people and religions and nationalities.
How does religion interact with other aspects of culture?
I think religion plays a big role in other aspects of culture, especially in the medical field. As a physical therapy major, I will be in the medical field someday, and I'll have to respect the fact that different religious faiths, aside from my own, practice different things as far as dietary restrictions, when to eat, how to eat, things like that. When assessing a patient and providing them with a plan of how to get better, I will have to take those things into account. And when explaining things like surgery, there might be some surgical procedures or some aspects of surgery that may not be up to the standards of a certain faith, or may shy away from parts of a certain faith. So I'll have to take all those things into account when interacting with patients in the medical field.
A perfect example of how religion affects a lot of other cultures is the Fish Friday at Wegmans. They have it all the time. I would go there on Fridays hoping there might be chicken or anything, something like that. Most of the time it was fish, along with restaurants that have the same thing. So this might affect business. If people don't eat fish, or they don't follow the religion, they might not be able to go to that certain restaurant.
As a part of the Nazareth College basketball team, I know that we play a team called Houghton in our Empire 8 conference, and after the games, either when we're playing at Houghton or here at Nazareth, we all join in a circle around center court. We join arms, and one of the players from Houghton says a prayer, and it kind of shows that throughout, even though there's a competition that just ended and one of the teams is a little down from the loss, tells us that religion can kind of bring us together and can be that unifying thing that can hold us together through any times, really. How does religion impact cultures, and how has religion been impacted by cultural conditions throughout history?
I think one of the most pertinent topics regarding how religion's impacted by culture in modern times is Donald Trump and the whole controversy surrounding Muslims and like discrimination against them. I think that all the terrorism acts that have occurred over the past couple of years have caused people to almost fear and discriminate towards Muslims. And I think that affects the religion a lot because it almost makes people ashamed or afraid to be part of a specific religion.
So I believe that culture and religion have kind of been fused together in both ancient history and recent history over the last 200 years. We look as far back as the chosen people, the first Jews coming out of Egypt. God was said to have given them this promised land, or gave them this promised land back, and he actually instructed them to fight people in that land for the land back. We go through history, there were holy wars, the Crusades are another example of that. And even in the last 100 years, we have the Nazi Empire kind of overtaking the Jews and restraining them or inserting them into camps because of who they were, because they needed someone to blame and because of their faith. We can look a little bit farther back than that, and even in the founding of America, the founding of the territories and the founding of colonies, government and religion were hand in hand at those times. So there are many significant examples of this, even in this country in the last 200 years.
How has this class challenged or supported your own views about religion?
I think this class personally has supported more of my views. As I've grown, as I've matured and learned more about the different religious faiths, and especially in this class in particular, I've come to believe with certainty that really all of these faiths kind of center around all the same premise, that one God, or there's at least one high or multiple high spiritual figures. And I believe in reality it's all the same thing. All the faiths really are the same in certain aspects. It's just a different interpretation of that because of the cultural differences and where we are in the world.
I think the teachings of this religion class has kind of challenged my views of other religion, but for the better. Being a practicing Catholic, my family has gone to church, has practiced all the traditions, and has really been a part of the Catholic faith throughout my entire life. But in saying that, I was also kind of skeptical of what other religions are and what they stand for. However, after learning about these religions, I started to accept what other people's faiths are and what they go through. And I think it's kind of widened my view. As far as moving forward, I'll definitely have a wider acceptance of other people's religions and know that they might not be practicing the same thing as me, but that doesn't make it wrong. How, if any, has this course stretched or adjusted your own views of spirituality?
I think, well, as a practicing Catholic, it's kind of expanded my horizons almost. It's led me to the conclusion that there isn't one single correct faith. Like, you can believe anything. You can believe anything you want, and chances are you'll fall under a religion, and that's okay. It's all right to be not specific with your religion. It's okay to broaden yourself.
One way it stretched my spirituality outlook was I went to an Islam center in Syracuse. Right away they made it seem very peaceful and heartwarming when I walked in. They were very nice to me. They didn't know my name or anything, but they still treated me like someone like I'd been there every day for the last year or two. They also told me that they saw that I had a Naz basketball shirt on, and they said we have a 3-on-3 competition, so they were kind of just like incorporating me into their church already. It's pretty nice.
I think this class has actually stretched my views in a way. For example, I knew as a Christian about the different sects or branches of the Christian faith. I did not know much beyond that, though, as far as other religious practices. For example, I knew Judaism in general, but I did not know of Orthodox Judaism, Reconstructive Judaism, and Reform Judaism as well. I didn't know about the branches of other types of religious faith, really in any other parts of the world besides my own. So this class has really stretched and broadened my horizon from that aspect.